Old Indonesia Derby. Indonesia Super Big Match or Old Indonesia Derby, commonly known as Duel Klasik, is the name given in football to any match between fierce rivals Persija Jakarta and Persib Bandung. The rivalry between the both teams begins since 1933. At that time, Persija Jakarta and Persib Bandung competed to become champions. In 1933, Perserikatan and Persija came out as champions while Persib was runner-up. But the rivalry between the two teams began to heat up since the 2000s, with the hostility of supporters, and has spread both sides as a prestigious match in Indonesian football. Results. Official match results. Source data incomplete. Perserikatan era. Liga Indonesia era. Head-to-head results overall. Data incomplete. Records. Data from 2007-8 Liga Indonesia Premier Division as 10 July 2019. Most appearances. Players in bold are still active. Top goal scorer. Players in bold are still active. Clean sheet. Players in bold are still active. Men in both teams. Note. Since Liga Indonesia era 1994 present. Players in bold are still active. Players who played for both clubs. Persija then Persib. Persib then Persija. Head coaches who coached for both clubs. Source. Honors. Supporters. Their supporters have never met after the start of hostilities between supporters of Persija and Persib in the 2000s to date. Many conflicts occur, including the death of one of the supporters and clashes which resulted in injury. Persija Jakarta. Persija Jakarta's supporters called the Jakmania. Founded in 1997 by Gugun Gondrong and Ferry Indras Jarif with orange color as their identity. The Jakmania is one of the biggest football club supporters in Indonesia. Persib Bandung. Persib fans often refer to themselves as Boboto, literally as people provide support, spirit, and encouragement for those who do the match. There are several groups of Persib supporters, but the most famous are Viking Persib Club VPC and Flowers City Casuals FCC. Tragedy. Two biggest tragedy occurred on March 5, 2012, when Rangga Cipta Nugraha was beaten to the ground with a stadium bench. Another tragedy happened on September 23, 2018, when before the match begins, one of the Jakmania members, Rangga Surla, was killed by some unscrupulous host fans. Condolences for Rangga also flowed from the netizens throughout social media. Reconciliation. Until now, many parties want these two supporters to unite, but there are still many who provoke either from the Jakmania or Boboto, whether on social media or in real life. The dark past makes these two supporters difficult to unite, even to the point that there is a slogan, Bayarkan Permusuhan Inai Tetap Abadi, which means, let this feud remain eternal, from one of the main figure Boboto frontmen.